Hello everyone, it's me Boldie. We have the preview for the finale of season 6, and though it felt like this went by so fast. Before we watch the preview and break it down and make some predictions, I just want to take a few seconds to thank and welcome all of the new subscribers. So thank you, and welcome. No, seriously guys, you made me feel really good and not alone by engaging and watching my videos, and I hope I can return the favor with more and better content. I will continue making videos about Game of Thrones and the Song of Ice and Fire even between seasons, so I am here to stay. But I will make another video explaining the future of this channel after season 6 ends, so thank you again and welcome. With that being said, let's get into it. Roll it!
Are you prepared to stand trial and profess your guilt or innocence before the Seven?
We need to trust each other. We have so many enemies now.
The Freys and the Lannisters send their regards.
What do you want?
I thought you knew what I wanted.
Tell him what you did to her. Tell him!
Are you afraid? Good. You're in the great game now. And the great game is terrifying.
Okay, so let's start with the Lannisters and Kingslanding. In Kingslanding, it looks like everyone is getting ready and getting pretty, and it looks almost like it's going towards a peaceful outcome. To me, it seems like we are in Tommen's head right now, and this is what he hoped for. Maybe he wants things done without any more violence and tries to bring some peace in Kingslanding. But we know Cercei won't let this go down like this. I think we all expect some fire in the next episode, a wild one. But with that being said, will she try to burn the Great Sept of Baelor, and will she try to do that before her trial? Maybe during Loras' trial? Because of course she wouldn't do it while Tommen is in there, but from this shot I can't see him anywhere. I suspected that he will attend those trials being the king and all that, but maybe not. But anyway, when I imagine Cercei burning the Great Sept of Baelor, or all King's Landing, I kinda see it happening at night, kinda like how we saw at the Battle of the Blackwater. So I will say that if the Burny will happen, it will happen during night time. It is hard to predict how things will play out though. And I also expect that Cercei's prophecies will be 75% completed. So far Joffrey died, Myrcella died, and I start to feel it coming for Tommen as well. He is very gullible and weak-minded, and people like that don't usually live long in that world. The remaining 25% of Cercei's prophecy will be completed when the Valonqar, which means little brother in High Valyrian, will kill her, but I don't think that will happen this season. But I can just imagine Jaime returning in King's Landing, seeing it all burning by the hands of his sister, and hearing about Tommen's death, if that will happen. Maybe that would be Jaime's turning point. He will finally turn against Cercei. So speaking of Jaime, we see him celebrating with the Freys and his army. So I want to believe we'll get the Frey pie in this episode, or if not that, something at least. I don't see this just being a celebration, it would be too boring, so I think something will happen, but maybe we'll just see the Freys and the Lannisters hearing about Jon and Sansa and how they took back Winterfell, because this scene in the trailer came right after Jon told Sansa we have so many enemies now. To be honest, I thought the Battle of the Bastards and Dany's fight against the Masters will be the final major battles between mankind, but we have 2 more seasons, and even if they are a bit shorter, 13 episodes in total I think, I wouldn't be surprised if they will keep postponing the real conflict with the White Walkers until season 8, so maybe we will still have some battles, for example the North against the Freys and the Lannisters. And let's not forget about Dany, who might confront Euron in the next episode. Let's move on to the North related scenes. We get this shot with the White Raven. If you didn't know this, the White Ravens are sent by the Maesters of the Citadel to announce the changing of the seasons. So this fits very nice with the title of the episode, The Winds of Winter. So winter is coming. In season 8. I am wondering if that raven was sent by Sam, but that would be really surprising. The White Ravens are sent by Maesters, and it's hard to believe that Sam already became a Maester in the meantime. But then again, we don't really know how much time really passed since Sam left with Gilly and the baby, so anything is possible. Then we get this beautiful scene with Sansa and Jon. I think I know why they are having this conversation, with Jon saying we need to trust each other, we have so many enemies now. Jon is probably asking Sansa why didn't she tell him about Littlefinger and the fact that she sent a raven without even telling him. By Sansa's expression, she does seem like she feels sorry, but we can't really tell for sure now. She is playing the game now. but they seem to get along and it seems like a happy ending with no yelling like we saw in the last episode.
If you had asked for my advice earlier, I would have told you not to attack Winterfell until we had a larger force. Or is that obvious too?
When will we have a larger force? We've pleaded with every house that'll have us. The Blackfish can't help us. We're lucky to have this many.
And as I said before, after the "we have so many enemies now" line, we saw the Freys and the Lannisters. So now we will kinda see Jon trying to convince everyone that the long night is coming, along with the dead, and those who don't believe this will be a threat. I have no doubt that Jon and Dany will meet next season, actually I can't wait for that. So while I am talking about Jon, let us remember that we need to see a scene. There is no way the writers won't pay off the Tower of Joy scene. It would be just dumb and evil. So I just became very hyped after hearing that Jon wants Rickon to be buried in the crypt next to Ned, because there is a theory that Jon will find out about his true parents by searching the crypts below Winterfell. I will leave a link in the description if you want a detailed theory. So now Jon has a reason to go there, and it seems really likely that this is how he will find out about his parents, and we will find out through a vision of Bran's as well. Now speaking of him, there he is. We only got half a second of him, so I can only say that much. We will get another vision. Then we see Littlefinger and Sansa. So many of us thought that Littlefinger will want to marry Sansa and rule Winterfell, but it seems like it's more than that. It seems like Littlefinger is in love with Sansa, which, yeah, it's a bit creepy. As Brynden said, she's just like her mother, and Baelish definitely notices that. This could go either way really. In my mind, Sansa can accept him, let's put it like that, or just when he's about to kiss her or something like that, she'll stop him. I incline more for the last option, but I can't say for sure here. Maybe Littlefinger will actually try to marry Robin to Sansa, but we'll see. Now let's talk about Davos telling on Melisandre. I know we have a terrible event at hand here, but I can't help but notice the resemblance between Jon and Dany at this point. Both of them seem to be portrayed as parents, mother and father. Just like Dany had to deal with the mess her quote-unquote kids made while she was gone, now Jon needs to fix things with Davos and Melisandre. Now seriously now, Davos is crushed at this point, I'm sure. It's such a terrible thing that Melisandre did to someone he loved and a child. I don't know how Jon will choose to resolve this, but I am pretty sure Melisandre won't die. I just can't see it happening yet. Melisandre is still useful, and even if she can misinterpret her visions sometimes, she does have powers. And yes, I think she does have powers, not that some Lord of Light is giving that power to her. I want to make a video on Game of Thrones religions in the future. I actually think that magic is just part of that world, so it's natural there. It runs in some families or species, i.e. the children of the forest. So yeah, I say Melisandre will live. So now we move to Meereen, and it looks like Daario won Dany's heart, or maybe that's her "I'm sorry you're sweet but no" face. As I expected, Dany accepted Theon and Yara. It just felt right that she would, and Dany will have none of Euron, not even his big The voiceover is Tyrion saying what we heard in the trailer as well. You're in the great game now, and the great game is terrifying, and are you afraid? I think he is motivating Dany because they are preparing to leave soon. That would make the most sense. However, I strongly believe that Euron will meet Dany, Yara and Theon, and we will see a confrontation. I don't know how or when, but my intuition is telling me that it's going to happen. This guy over here, I don't know if I am missing something, but I can't make out who that is or where he is. It would make sense to be from Meereen, but we can see something that looks like chains around his neck, so maybe that's a sparrow. Maybe Lancel giving the haircut, but I don't know for sure. So for the rest of the episode, I think we won't see any more Arya, unfortunately. If we look at the cast members for episode 10 on IMDb, we can see some interesting things. Young Ned appears to be in the cast, Tower of Joy confirmed, Ed, Bran and Benjen as well, and that leads me to believe that Benjen, Mira and Bran will arrive at the wall, and maybe on top of the Tower of Joy vision we will get a vision of the White Walkers or something like that, because I remember something from the trailer that Bran didn't say yet. They have no idea what's going to happen, but maybe that was just added in the trailer and we won't actually hear it, I don't know. Also, Thoros of Myr is in the cast, so hopefully we will get some more Brotherhood, I really hope so. And Euron Greyjoy. Will his death come sooner than expected? In one of the trailers we see some ships and a storm, and I believe that's Euron. So we will either only see that he leaves the Iron Island with his fleet, and that would be it, or maybe more. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If Euron will meet Dany and find out she made a deal with Yara and Theon, how will things play out? Also, let me know what are you most exciting for in episode 10, if you think Cercei will use wildfire and how will that happen and all that good stuff. I would love to hear your opinions. So I think that does it for this preview breakdown and predictions. Thank you for sticking with me until the end of this video. My episode 9 review will come either Wednesday or Tuesday because I have to leave town for a couple of days and I decided to put this video first. But I will work on my script until I am ready to record it and edit it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give that like button a nice slapping and kick that subscribe button if you want to join us in this YouTube journey. I will be making videos after season 6 ends and beyond. You can check out these other videos of mine until my episode 9 review. Until the next time, stay safe, stay bold, stay awesome. Bye bye.